Hello friends, in this video we are going to learn CFD analysis in cyclone separator using Reynolds stress turbulence model. Moreover, we are going to compare theoretical and CFD analysis results in pressure drop. These are all the proposed dimensions of the cyclone separator. Based on these dimensions, the cyclone separator to be modeled in ANSYS Fluent. Here cyclone body diameter is 200 mm and total height is 800 mm, body height is 400 mm and inlet height is 100 mm, outlet diameter is 100 mm and outlet length is 125 mm and inlet width is 50 mm. These are all the input parameters considered for the CFD simulation. The inlet velocity is 15 meter per second. Density of the gas considered in this simulation is 0.4 kg per meter cube. Exit velocity of the gas at the outlet is equal to 9.5 meter per second, which is calculated from theoretical equations. Viscosity of the gas considered in this simulation is 0.02 kg meter second. The calculated hydraulic diameter of the rectangular inlet is 0.067 meter. The calculated hydraulic diameter of the circular outlet is 0.1 meter. Next, let us see the theoretical calculation of cyclone separator. First, we have to calculate the inlet area. Already we know the shape of the inlet is rectangular shape. So we have to multiply inlet height and inlet width for calculating the area of the inlet. The calculated inlet area is 0.005 meter square. After that, you have to calculate cyclone surface area. Here we have to consider two portions of the cyclone separator. First portion is cyclone body and another one is a cone section of the cyclone separator. The calculated cyclone surface area is 0.502400 meter square. After calculating the inlet area and cyclone surface area, we have to calculate psi factor. Here psi factor is depends upon friction factor and surface area and inlet area. Here friction factor is considered as 0.005. The calculated psi factor value is 0.5024. After calculating the psi factor, we have to calculate ratio of RT by RE. Here RT is the radius of circle to which the center line of the inlet is tangential. RE is the outlet pipe radius. The calculated RT by RE ratio value is 1.5. After calculating the psi value and RT by RE ratio value, then we have to calculate pi value from this diagram. Here psi value is 0.5 and RT by RE value is 1.5. Based on these two value, we can calculate pi value. Here calculated pi value is 0.9. After calculating the pi value, we have to calculate outlet pipe area. The calculated outlet pipe area is 0.007850 meter square. Then we have to calculate the flow rate at the inlet. For calculating the flow rate, we have to multiply inlet area and inlet velocity. Already we know inlet velocity is 15 meter per second and inlet area is 0.005 meter square. Now the calculated flow rate is 0.075 meter cube per second. After calculating the flow rate, we can calculate the exit velocity at the outlet port. The calculated exit velocity is 9.5 meter per second. After calculating these values, we can calculate the pressure drop by using this equation. The calculated pressure drop value is 2.23 millibar, which is 223 Pascal. Let us open the ANSYS Fluent software. Here you have to select fluid flow fluent. In fluid flow fluent, you have to open geometry option for modeling the cyclone separator. Here you have to select meter unit and click OK. And go to look at face. And select sketching mode. Now draw the rectangle and give the dimensions for this rectangle. The horizontal value is 0.1 meter and the vertical value is 0.8 meter. And go to draw and split the rectangles as two parts for the 400 mm. And you can use constraint option for making the line perpendicular. Then you can use trim tool option to trim the unwanted lines. Then give the dimensions. Now you can give 400 mm between these two lines. Now you have to draw one inclined line from this point. Then go to modify option, then select trim tool and trim the unwanted lines. Again go to dimension and give the dimension for this bottom horizontal line. Here you have to provide 0.025 meter. It indicates bottom portion of the cyclone separator. Through this port the dust particles are exit. Then go to draw and select rectangle and draw one rectangle for the outlet port. And go to dimension, and here you have to provide dimensions for the outlet port. The outlet port diameter is 0.1 meter. Here you have to provide radius 0.05 meter. The length of the outlet port is 125 mm. Here you have to split up 125 mm as 62.5 mm each. After giving these dimensions, go to modify tool and select trim tool and trim the unwanted lines. Now the sketch 1 is over. Now go to modeling section and select revolve option. Now select axis for revolve and click generate. Now you can see the revolved portion of the cyclone separator. Now we have to draw the sketch 2. And go to model faces option and select that option and pick the surface and select lookout face. And go to sketching mode. And draw the circle. The circle diameter is 0.2 meter. First you have to draw one line. After that you have to draw one rectangle from this point. Then give dimensions for this rectangle. The inlet length is 0.15 meter. Inlet width is 0.05 meter. Then go to modify tool and select trimming option and cut the unwanted curves and lines. Then go to modeling section and select extrude option. In direction option you have to select reversed direction. In depth option you have to provide 0.1 meter because the inlet height is 0.1 meter. Click generate option. Now the sketch 2 is over. Now the cyclone separator is almost modeled. After that you have to provide named selections for the inlet, outlet and dust outlet port. You have to pick inlet port and select named selection and give the name as inlet and click generate. Now you can see the inlet option is verified. Now pick the inlet. Now you can verify the inlet port. Now you have to click the outlet surface. Then you have to provide the name as outlet. Click generate and go to bottom surface of the cyclone and select this surface. Then give the name as collection bin. Now the modeling is over. Next we can go to meshing options. Open the meshing options. select mesh. Here you can select the type of meshing. Here I give choose tetrahedron type mesh. Then go to sizing option and select fine in relevant center and select high in smoothing option. Here you can provide minimum size of the mesh. Here I am going to give 0.000005. Then click update. Now you have to wait for few minutes. It will take some time to generate the mesh. Now the tetrahedron mesh is generated. Now we can move to setup section. Here you have to open setup section. It will open the Fluent window. In this section you have to select double precision option, then you have to select serial option and click OK. Wait for few seconds. Now in general option you have to select pressure based type solver, then you have to select absolute velocity formulation, then you have to select transient option, then you have to pick gravity. Here you have to provide -9.81 value because the y-axis is in upward direction, it is opposite to gravity, so that you have to provide negative value here. Then go to model section, select viscous laminar option. There are lot of turbulence models are available. Here you have to select Reynolds stress turbulence model. In this model you have to select linear pressure strain option. Moreover, you have to select wall BC from K equation and wall reflection effects. In near wall treatment option you have to select standard wall functions and click OK. Go to material section and select air. Here you have to modify the density of the air. Already density of the air is provided. Here we are using 0.4 kg per meter cube. Also viscosity is provided. You have to modify that viscosity term also. Here you have to provide 0.023, 0.02. Close. Go to cell zone conditions. and click edit and select air and click OK, and go to boundary conditions and select inlet option and give edit. Here you have to provide 15 meter per second. Then go to specification method and select intensity and hydraulic diameter. Here you have to provide 0.067 meter already, which is calculated. Click OK and go to outlet section, give edit, and specification method select intensity and hydraulic diameter. Here you have to provide 0.1 meter and click OK. And go to solution methods. Go to solution methods. In solution method, you have to select second order upwind option in momentum panel and second order upwind in turbulent kinetic energy panel, and also second order upwind option in turbulent dissipation rate. And go to solution initialization and go to compute from option, then select inlet. Here you can see the Z velocity is minus 15 meter per second, which is opposite to the direction of axis, Z axis. In Y velocity option, you have to provide 9.5 meter per second, which is calculated theoretically from theoretical formulas. And initialize and go to patch and select Z velocity and give 15 meter per second. Select solid and give patch, and go to Y velocity and provide 9.5 meter per second and give patch and close and run the calculation. In time step size, you have to provide 0.0001 second. Number of time steps is 3 and maximum iterations is 20, and run the calculation. It will take few minutes. You have to wait until the solution is converged. Now you can see the calculation is completed. Here you can see the solution is converged, and click OK, and then go to reports option and select volume integrals. In field variables, you have to select pressure and static pressure and select solid in cell zones, and in report type you have to select mass average and click compute. Now the calculated pressure drop value is 257.69 Pascal and close. Now we have calculated the static pressure drop value from the simulation. The calculated value is 257.6 Pascal. And go to graphics and animation section and select contours. And select field option and in surfaces you have to select all the surfaces. Then you have to select display option. It will show the contours of static pressure drop. Now let us see the comparison of results. The predicted pressure drop value from CFD is 257.6 Pascal. Predicted pressure drop value from theoretical calculation is 223 Pascal. The error percentage between these two results is 13.4%. Thank you for watching this video.